Don't nobody know what I'm finna tell y'all, not even my brothers, but I contemplated suicide at like the age of like 15. And I'm gonna give y'all a little backstory on why that was. So at the time, and if you know, basketball was all I lived for, like at the time, right? Been playing basketball my whole life. So come high school, I had my shit mapped out. I was gonna at least go to college and hoop. So anyway, my mama ain't never really came to none of my games. She had her own shit going on, single mother shit, working, mental health, things of that nature. The one game she decided to come to in high school, I got into it with my coach. That nigga, he tapped my leg for Big PR to get in the game. So I'm like, bet I'm hype as shit. I told my teammate, like, about time. I'm excited to get in the game. I want to show my mama what her son can do, because she ain't never seen what I'm really made of. I really can play. If you really know, all jokes aside, you niggas who done seen me play, y'all know exactly what I'm talking about. So anyway, coach turn around. About time. Fuck you mean about time. Sit your ass back on the bench. Woo, 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 woo. Just got to just maxing out. I'm like, I ain't gonna hold you. I was just in shock. Like, so me and him clash. Make a long story short, after the game, he basically said, don't come back to practice. Kicked me off the team. I'm like, little do he know, that was the only thing I really had to live for. I'm not lying. If you know, you know. That's all I was, well, that's at the time, that's all I thought I was good at. Straight embarrassed the nigga in front of my mother. That was, mind you, that was well, she probably came to like one game before that, and I dropped like, I want to say 15, because I ain't start at the time. You got to prove your shit, because they be dick riding all the tall niggas. I'm not the tallest nigga in the world, but I damn sure got the biggest heart. But anyway, yeah, I dropped like 12 points the previous game, but that was the second game she came to. Straight embarrassed the nigga right in front of my mother. And my mother not going for that. But my mother, she held it in, and she waited till I got in the car, and I just told her, like, yeah, he just kicked me off the team. And I went into an immediate depression that I was like, bro, what the fuck I'm gonna do? Like, do I transfer schools? Or what? I ain't know what to fucking do. I ain't gonna lie. So fast forward, I stopped going to school. You know what I'm saying? I used to wait for my mama to leave for work, and I would pretend like I'm getting dressed, getting fresh as a bitch, acting like I'm finna head out. Soon as she leave, oh, she gone? Bet. Sit my ass right back down, or if she stayed home, I'd run the streets or do whatever it was I was doing. I ain't gonna get into all that, but I had dropped out of school. My mama did not even know it till probably like a year, 2 years later. Like, I wasn't going to school. I'm real good. I'm real slick with my moves. So she ain't not even knowing, like, I'm making my own report cards. They used to send report cards in the mail. I'm goddamn taking the report card off the mail. I'm knowing when that bitch gonna be in the mail. I'm taking it out, showing us some, just doing all little slick shit to keep my head afloat. Cause my mama was gonna beat my ass. She found out the nigga wasn't going to school. Or to keep it 100, she probably gonna use a pistol. Cause my mama strapped up. My mama more gangster than a lot of y'all niggas out here. I'm gonna keep it all the way on gangster, but that's a story for another day. But aside from just keeping my head afloat, I'm just like, bro, what the fuck else is there for me to do out here? I'm not finna work no fucking 9 to 5, be miserable my whole life. Mind you, I done worked 9 to 5s before, but it's just like, I knew I didn't want to do that for the rest of my life. Cause I done seen how a nigga just be walking zombified, miserable, mad at the world. I didn't want to be that person. So I'm like, what the fuck I'm gonna do with my life? I ain't can't pay to go to college. Cause we ain't got it like that. So I'm like, fuck. And if you know how I feel to be depressed, it get worse and worse and worse and worse. Unless you find a solution to whatever problem you got, that shit is gonna keep going this way. And so, long story short, I'm sitting in the basement and shit. The basement used to be me and my brother's room, basically. So I'm sitting in the basement alone. I'm just like, y'all know when y'all go into like a deep thought, like, and I was really contemplating like how the fuck I ain't want to live no more. I ain't gonna lie to you. I'm gonna keep it all the way gangster, bro. I ain't want to live no more. So I was just contemplating like how what's the best way to do this unpainfully? Cause the nigga ain't want to feel no pain. Nigga just wanted to be out of here to be 100. But yeah. And it was also around this time that I had did some demonic ass shit that I will never speak on. Like I'm gonna take that to the grave. But yeah, like eventually, I'm a resilient person, so eventually I'm like, well, fuck it, then I'm gonna just go out swinging, man. I ain't no way I'm just finna tap out. I'm not no tapping out that nigga. You had to kill me. I'm speaking figuratively, but yeah, like that was the time. Yeah, I contemplated suicide, real shit. So if you going through any type of depression, this is why I preach mental health. It's got more to do than just my mama going through it. I done went through my own shit, and we all be battling with shit. We all suffer in silence. Don't nobody even know how I was feeling at the time. So